back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to get your plants looking bright and shiny and getting off that white residue that they seem to collect, especially the big leaved plants. So I have two plants today that I'm doing that with. So I'm going to show you the plants. Okay, so here they are. I have an Alocasia Regal Shield and a rubber plant, which is the burgundy one, a burgundy rubber plant. As you can see, they have humongous leaves, so they have all this residue on it. So I want the leaves to look nice and bright and glossy because it's such a big statement. Everyone automatically just draws their eye to this plant, and I want it looking its absolute best. As well as the rubber plant, it's such a dark foliage that you can see every little spot and dust that's on it. I heard from a few people, as well as my mother-in-law, that it's an old gardening tale that people used to clean their plants with milk. And I want to test it out. I've never done it myself. I'm not sure if any of you have. Definitely let me know down below in the comments if you've used this method or what other home remedy methods have you used. Like nothing that you buy from the store, like for leaf shiner or anything like that. So I decided to go on Google and start researching some more about this milk cleaning stuff. So I found this blogger. It goes by Chemistry Cachet by Alexis Rochester. I'll link her blog below. She had some really good insights on how she mixes the water with the milk. She also goes a bit more in detail on why it's so good for the plant. I know it's an antifungal, antibacterial. The protein breaks down the residue. She has all that information down there. I obviously don't know any of that. I was learning from her page, so I will link her down below. So she has a lot of good information on her page, so definitely check her out. If you're interested on reading up exactly why the milk method is used. So now I'm gonna test it out and we're gonna see like some before and afters, and hopefully it works. So let's get to shining my leaves. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the mixture, just water and milk. I'm using fat-free milk. She says on her page, the Chemistry Cachet says, fat-free skim milk, the lower fat content milk worked best for her because it mixed better with the water. That's what I'm using today. And then I've got a dry cloth. I'm also gonna use a damp one, and then I'm gonna end up wiping it down with a dry one so it's nice and dry. So let's get started. So I'm completely drenching the leaf first, and then I'm gonna wipe it down with a damp cloth, and then I'm gonna end up wiping it down with the dry cloth. So it's nice and wet, breaks down all the residue, wipe it down clean. So here we go. Good so far. I'm excited. Okay guys, so I've just finished milking my leaves. Okay guys, I just finished cleaning my leaves with the milk water mixture. I think it looks extremely different. It's a lot cleaner, there's a bit of a shine to it. It's not gonna look like fake leaves. Like, it's not gonna have that just wet, glossy leaf. That's not realistic. Like, not all real plants look like that. But it does start out that way. But then it'll just calm down and it'll go to its normal leafy looking ways, but nice and clean. So I'm gonna show you what they look like now. Okay, so now that is how they look. The only thing, just be careful with your leaves, especially the more thinner, delicate ones. I ripped one. As you can see here, I ended up ripping that one. It's a little hole, but it makes me sad. I was a little too rough with it. But they do look a lot cleaner. They're not going to be perfect unless you're there scrubbing at it, which they don't need to be perfect. They look extremely good for how they were. They had all this residue before, and now they look nice and clean. Another benefit of doing this is, obviously, this is the way your plants get their nutrients from the light and the sun, so they need to be cleaned off maybe every couple of weeks, depending on how dirty they get, especially the big ones like this. And my rubber plant looks a lot better. It still has some dust here and there, but compared to how it had watermarks all over it. So it looks 100 times better. So I'm actually really happy with this method, and I will most likely use it again for my other plants and for these again. So I hope it helped you guys to see someone actually trying it that's never tried it before. I'm no expert in anything plant-wise. I just love plants and doing stuff and being creative with them. So hopefully you guys feel a bit more confident in trying this method. It was pretty simple. Water bottle, water, milk, spray, and then a damp cloth and a dry cloth. So it's a lot healthier for your plants than the chemicals in the stores. That's Chloe barking. Yeah, and it has a lot of good properties, so definitely check that that blogger. I'm gonna put her information down below. I think she has a lot of good insight and as to why the milk method is nice to use with like the antifungal, antibacterial, so it definitely helps your plants. I noticed while spraying the Regal Shield Alocasia that a lot of the milk was dripping into the soil, which is great. It also has a lot of good benefits. The calcium is really good for the plant as well. So yeah, that is it. And that is it for this project. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.